If you are like me and you accidentally messed up your interface while trying to clean your keyboard, or you just want to change the way your Affinity interface look to suit your preference, then this video is for you. In this video, I'll be showing how you can rearrange your interface, how you can float windows and do a whole lot of settings. So I've took the risk of scattering my own interface, which I may not arrange it back, so you can as well like and subscribe so this video can do well as compensation. Just kidding though, we are going to rearrange everything back, so stay tuned to the end. Alright, so the first thing I want you guys to notice is that all the arrangement we'll be doing will be based on these two window, view and windows. So this is where we'll come to make all of the arrangement. First, you can see that my workspace is just floating around. So when you have any window that is floating around and you want to lock it in place, and this my workspace is supposed to be locked in place. So to do that, I will just drag it to the top, and once I see this blue filter on it that is about to be locked in place, so I can just release my mouse and it will be docked in place here. These are the other windows that are floating. This is my swatch and stroke appearance. So I usually have them locked in here, but you can change the position if you wish. But to do that, you just click on this bar here. Once you click, you drag and move to your desired position, and make sure that you see the same blue filter, the same blue coating on it to show you that it's about to get docked in. So once you see this, it does released and it's already there. I'll also be showing you how you can add any window bar that is not here also, but let's just get all this in place. My layers are usually beneath it, so I'll do the same thing, drag it. My layers part and effects, they are all here, and my transform, navigation and history are here at the last. So this is how my normal workspace is, but if you look at it, you can see that my transform is actually out and it's taking a whole lot of space here. I really want more space, so the same way I put it in place here, I'll click and hold the bar here, so it's now floating, and I want it to be here like an option, not to stand alone on its own. So I'll just drag and I'll release it there, so you can see that it's already there now. So you can see that my Windows bar have nothing displayed. Also my tools bar is not here, and those studios are not here also. So to make all the settings, you will come to view, and let's first on the toolbar. Under tools, you click on show, so the toolbar is being active now. And then let's check the window bar. Again, we'll come to view, then we click on show toolbar, and we have our toolbar, but it's kind of still floating on the screen, and we can't dock it in place the way we did the others. So to dock it in place, on the left hand side where it's supposed to be, you go to the view also, then under the tools you see dock, then click on it. You can see that is now docked in place where you want it to be. And also you can edit this your panels, you can move them from one side to the other, like this my transform panel, I don't usually have them on the top, I usually have them here on this layers panel. So you can just click and drag, and you make sure you're on the panel. You can then adjust the position and then you release. So that's how you can edit panel. If you want to also add some other panels, you can always do that by coming to window and checking some panels here. So for instance, if I want to add the text character panel, I'll just click on it and it will appear on the screen floating, but I can also dock it wherever I want to put it, either up or down, or I can just still leave it floating on my screen. And once you are done with any other settings you wish to have, you can come to your windows and you can save them as a preset. So peradventure you have you want a different interface for different work type, you can save the interface look based on the work type you want by just clicking add preset. Then when you name this and click on OK, these presets, these settings would be saved, and instead of rearranging them every time you want a new interface look for your work, you can just save them and be opening them up. And also, if you are working and you're like me, that sometimes these panels tends to get in your way and you want the full screen view of what you are working, you can just click on tab on your keyboard. It will just toggle the interface, and all the tools, window, toolbar, tools menu, and all the panels will just disappear. Then you'll be left with your work and whatever you are working on. And you can also just click on the tab again, and it will go back and it will bring all your tools back to you. So that is how you can navigate the transform. That's how you can make your interface clean and clear while you are working, and still be able to come back and use your tools. And also, you can set your toolbar panels. If there's any tools that you don't like here that you want to remove, you can remove them or add them. So you can just simply go to view and come to under customize toolbar. Once you come here, you can search for basically any tools on the Affinity that you are not finding on your interface, and you can add them. You can come under the tools. You can also add tools that are not on the toolbar. All you need to do is to click and drag, and you will take them there. So I can consider all these, I think they're already here on my toolbar, so they are not adding, but you can add them if you want. And you can come to panels. You will see all the panels are available. All you need to do is to just toggle this button. Once you toggle it, they will come in floating. You can pin them or dock them to whatever side you want them to be, or you can simply just close them. You can also do the same thing for the tools. For me, I want to rearrange my tools. I always like my color picker to be within my reach, that is on the toolbar, but you can see I have to come to this extra side because I have already many toolbar already active here. I have to come to this side and I have to select it, and it's kind of stressful for me. So what I want to do is to remove some tools that I don't frequently use. So once I remove them, so that the one I frequently use, I can place it on top. So this stroke width, I don't frequently use it. I can remove it. I can just drag it back here to my toolbar, so you can see I have a space to add my color picker. I'll just come to the extra menu, drag my color picker. Let's see. Okay, this is my color picker here. They're actually two, but I just need the color picker to be within my reach, so I'll just drag it here. You can see it's already here. So all I need to do now is to come over here to my color picker, and I can be able to use it, but it's at the top. I want it to be here. I can go back to view, customize toolbar, and I can try to drag it back. So then I will readjust them so that there won't be any space left. So I think that's all. I've reset it to my own preference. You can also do that, reset it to the way you want it to be, and yeah, that's basically all you need to know about the resetting of the interface. Just make sure you always come to this zoom menu and check any tools that is on check and check them back. Come to the windows, you check any tools or panels that is on check and check them back, so that you can arrange them. If by adventure you want to make everything reset back to the normal way when you just install Affinity and you launch, you can just come and click on this reset and every other thing will reset. So that is it, guys. I hope this video was helpful. If you find it helpful, please leave a like, comment, and also share to your friends. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you in the next piece.